Hey people, it's Nias talking. Now, this is from The Independent. South African pastor found guilty of treason, racist plot. A South African court has convicted a pastor of plotting to overthrow the government and to kill thousands of black people in the country. A South African court, it's the same thing. Harry Johan Norson, 61, a leader of the National Christian Resistance Movement, was on Monday found guilty of high treason, incitement to carry out violent attacks, and recruiting people to commit attacks. Noson's group explored the possibility of using a biological weapon to infect and kill black people, including the poisoning of water reservoirs supplying black communities, according to the prosecution. Noson was also found guilty of unlawful possession of firearms by the Middelburg High Court. Weapons and ammunition were found when he was arrested in Middelburg, a small town in the eastern Mpumalanga province. The plot by the pastor's group was foiled in 2019 by South Africa's police and intelligence services. Since dismantled the organization's cells across various parts of the country and arrested some of its leaders. Noson was convicted on evidence from witnesses, including members of his group who were already serving jail sentences after they were convicted of similar crimes. The state alleged that Noson's plot was motivated by his highly racial views, and he sought to justify his beliefs on religious grounds, claiming that he was ordained to reclaim South Africa for white people. And on a similar plot, this is why it's very, very important for black people to control their own history. Because if you allow white people and others to control it, eventually they will start claiming that South Africa is white and all sorts of other things. Or if you leave it long enough, eventually Martin Luther King will become a white man who wanted to abolish the system that empowers him. It will be completely insane. But let's keep going. To further this end, he planned to attack government institutions, and more specifically police and military institutions. Monica Nayuswa, a spokesman for the National Police Prosecuting Authority, told the Associated Press. He also identified townships and informal settlements occupied by black South Africans as targets for attacks, she said. Noson allegedly used social media platform Facebook to incite violence against black people and to recruit former members of South Africa's military to join his movement to carry out the planned attacks. These were foiled when he was arrested in November 2019 and the cells in various parts of the country were dismantled. In his testimony, Noson admitted to sharing recipes to manufacture explosives with his followers on Facebook, according to the Middelburg Observer newspaper. This is not the first racist, treasonous plot to be uncovered in South Africa. In 2013, 20 members of the right-wing supremacy group known as the Boomerang was sentenced to prison for plotting to kill South Africa's first black president, Nelson Mandela, overthrow the government, and kill thousands of black people. They were handed sentences ranging from 5 to 35 years following a 10-year treason trial, one of the longest in the country's history. The group, like Noson, was opposed to South Africa's democracy, which brought an end to apartheid, the country's regime of white minority rule that ended with the first democratic elections in 1994, which elected Mandela president. Noson is expected back in court on June 10th for the beginning of sentencing proceedings. Honestly, some of this reminds me of a plot of a book I read when I was a teenager about using a biological genetic weapon and to unleash it into South Africa's wells. But anyway, so I'm going to leave this article in the description, and there's some more as well. So please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. If you want to support this channel, leave my Cash App. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll leave it there as well. Want to buy one of my t-shirts, I'll leave that there as well. I'm now an affiliate for chat boxes. If you want to get a discount, use the link in the pinned comment. If you want to sub to my backup, I'll leave that in my pinned comment as well. Peace.